You know how I always say that we're learning together, that I can teach you and teach me how to do good A+ content for authors. So if you're an author and you've never done Amazon's KDP A+ content, then we're gonna learn it together. So I've put some stuff on there, but not as detailed as I'd like. So we're going to screen share. So you go to Kindle Direct Publishing, okay, KDP, and you're going to go into marketing. Then you are going down to A+ content, okay? Choose a marketplace. We are doing Amazon.com. Manage a. Okay, there we go. So here is the To-Do Forest. Okay. This is my A+ content for my book. Okay. So it is the first in a series. So I'm really wondering if I should put in somewhere in there that it is the first in a series. So yeah, so what I did was I put um let's see, desktop. Okay. So I'm not sure if it's mobile or desktop, whatever. But what I did was I did these in Canva and did the background, put a picture and a quote. And I really like the picture and quote, but I really don't like this background at all. It'd be nice if I could change that and maybe make it because my colors are not brown. When I do all of my marketing, it's almost always light blue, bright blues, teals, that kind of thing. So I want to change that. And that's really like all I have. Edits. Let's see. Okay. So I can add a module and it does have options that you can use. Maybe this one. So I can add an image. And I don't know. Now I remember having trouble uploading certain size pictures. Um, so like the size, see the sizes have to be exact, because if you don't, then it doesn't upload. And that was a nightmare. I remember that. Um, but what I would like to do is one of the authors, Evie Jones, she said in her video, I think yesterday, um, she said that if you um, put reviews in here, that ends up, um, it would be really nice for people to be able to see reviews in here. Now, you know, are you going, I mean, I feel like, well, with reviews from like Goodreads, that makes sense. But for reviews that are on Amazon, putting it back on Amazon, like in a different spot, is that worth it? I don't know. So we're gonna fiddle around with this, and I'll probably come back tomorrow to film the rest. I think it'll be really great if I could get some of my um, reviews from other areas, other websites on here, and to put somewhere on here that this is the first in a series. That would be nice.
So I'm back in Kindle Direct Publishing, and what I want to do is change these pictures into something a little bit more exciting, a little bit more my book style. So my brand. I'm trying to focus on branding everything that I do to make it look more uniform. So what I did was I went into Canva and made a new page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit and I'm going to change this. So I'm going to drag image, right? So what I want to do is I want to go into Canva. Um, there's so much here. So much here. Hold on. Okay, minimize that. What I want to do is I want to take this one and replace the one that I have. Okay. So we're gonna get rid of that. Get rid of that and get rid of the comma. Yes. Okay. Now, see how it totally ruins it, right? Okay. So what I'm gonna need to do is I'm going to need to figure out how to stretch all of this, and you probably know better than I do. That's not too bad. That's actually that does actually we're gonna do like that maybe. Okay. And then maybe a text box that says something up here. Swirls, butterflies, forests, fairies. These are all the image keywords. Um, I think fantasy. I don't think fantasy was in there. So let's go ahead and add that. Okay. It's not like uniform. I'm not crazy about that part of it, but we're working on it. But you can see um how I put it in. And then you can have a headline here. What I'm going to end up doing is getting some reviews and putting them in. And we'll see what it looks like at the end. Um, actually, let's do another review. Let's see. Copy and just or pasting it in here or quoting it because it doesn't belong to me. Um, Amazon review, and I can't for some reason get the Goodreads review, like their reviews off to be able to put them in here. So I'm just working on this. So I'm just doing that, adding the quotes. Imagination. I could put imagination as a headline. I could put outstanding. That's kind of fun. Yeah, I think that's great. Um, I think that'll work. It looks a lot better to me. I mean, I definitely think that I could change that, but that's all right. I think it works. Um, but you just going through and adding to this. I'm not exactly sure how um Evie Jones has it where it takes up the whole page. So I'm gonna have to work on that, figuring that out. So I have it all done. And this is what it looks like. It's a little bit better. I definitely like the reviews at the bottom. I like that the titles, or not the title, but the uh, what did they call it? I don't know. The first sentence here, I like it. I don't understand why it's not centered. I feel it definitely feels very off here. I'm not sure what's going on there. If you guys know a little bit more about A plus content or a lot more about A plus content, comment below and maybe we can learn together. I would love to have more, first of all, it bigger. I'd love to be able to read this a little bit more. I feel like it's just kind of too tiny. So if you guys know how to do this better than I do, please leave a comment below.